What's up, YouTube? We got a yo-yo review to do today. This is the freshly dirty stale bread. So, the freshly dirty stale bread actually showed up here yesterday, and I pretty much played it all night while the pens thrashed the flyers. So, not only is it an awesome looking yo-yo and a great playing yo-yo, but it also seems to have some sort of Philadelphia Flyer killing magic, which I'm a big fan of. Seriously though, this is becoming like one of my favorite yo-yos to have come out this year. It's really fun. But before we do all that, let's get into the specs. The diameter of this yo-yo is 56.45 millimeters. It is 44.45 millimeters wide. It comes in at 64.9 grams in weight. It has a 4.5 millimeter gap, which is pretty standard. 19 millimeter slim pads, size C bearing, and a 10 millimeter long axle. Gotta say, it's great. First drop is of two colors. This beautiful black and gold. This is burnt toast. And then there's like a blue with white splash one. It looks very good too. But clearly this was my favorite color for reasons you can all probably guess. And so went with that. Like the guys over at Freshly Dirty, they are supporters of me over here at Throws and Brews. They helped support the Fixed Axle February contest, sending some prizes over that have since been sent to the winners. And I just like what they do. They're nice guys, and they make nice yo-yos. And what more do you want than that? So decided to pick myself up a stale bread because this certainly tickled my fancy. Now this is a pretty unique shape. It's kind of V, but it's kind of rounded over, and there's this nice little cut in there. I was looking through my collection earlier, I don't really have anything to compare this to shape-wise. I mean, it's kind of a V, but it's kind of modified, maybe a little bit H. The cup is pretty cool. There's a good bit of rim weight. It's very stable, but still very light and nimble, long spinning. Here it is next to the Dogma. Mostly just so you can kind of get the shape idea. It's a little wider than the Dogma, similar in diameter, but yeah, a little bit wider than the Dogma. Maybe just like by a millimeter or two. But, you know, as far as yo-yo shapes are concerned, I don't have anything that resembles this. But that's okay, because this is fun, and this is awesome. This is actually really cool. Being so light, it is very nimble on the string. However, it's really stable and really long spinning, especially for a 65-gram monometal. I would say that really the only yo-yo that's in that weight range that I've ever played that's sort of both that light and still that long spinning and stable is the Motor City Yo-Yo's Mitten. So this kind of fits right into that category of like, how is this so light and still so stable? These are still up. There's still a few available on freshlydirty.com. $65. You're going to want to check the links in the description if this yo-yo appeals to you. It appealed to me, which is why I bought one. And it's great. But that's probably enough of me rambling on about it. Let's go throw it around. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Alright guys, we are back with the Freshly Dirty stale bread. So, gotta say, right out of the box, I loved it. I liked it a lot. But then as I played it more, I kind of liked it even more. So not only is it good on the first throw, but then kind of gets better as you keep playing it. Like you just kind of, I don't know, I just started kind of getting used to it. Like I said, I don't have a lot of shapes. I don't really have any shapes that are kind of like this shape. It's pretty unique, at least for my collection. And the more I played with it, the more I liked it and the more I enjoyed it. It's kind of somehow both very chill, but very like, I don't know, capable, very competition capable as well. It's very stable and long spinning. Finish is great for grinds. Just tremendous. Really good. Really knocked it out of the park with that finish, and it looks really good too, which always helps. As far as finger spins are concerned, you can see the cup there. There's that step that's like a little, like it's a bump up, and that's got the engraving on it. But because that's up like that, it kind of keeps the engraving out of your way for finger spin. So it's not a finger spin yo-yo by any stretch of the imagination, but what it is a yo-yo that keeps the engraving out of your way when you finger spin. So, you know, throw it a little bit on an angle, you can get good finger spins out of it. And it's big enough that you're not really going to have any trouble hitting the yo-yo. Pads are nice and grippy. The gap width is pretty standard, so nice pads for a good gap width. Once I broke pads in a little bit, they were a little snaggy right off the bat, first couple throws, but I'd say 15 minutes of play, they broke in real nice, and haven't been having any trouble with them, really at all. Very nice, no snagging, even when doing tricks that have a few string wraps. As you can see, very stable. Kind of whipped it around there pretty quick and didn't really falter or didn't fall off plane. I wasn't like trying to keep it on plane. The width is nice because it doesn't tilt either. It's like still kind of wide, but like not tilty, which is phenomenal. It's really just kind of a good all-arounder, but it's also kind of fun as well. Dead smooth. No vibe whatsoever. It looks great spinning too, which helps. Super premium feel. Just, you know, exactly what you would expect from a boutique $65 monometal. Just absolutely exactly what you would expect. And a great shape to boot. So, you know, gotta give props to the guys over at Freshly Dirty, because they made a good yo-yo. Yeah. But let's go ahead and we'll stick it on the desk. We'll take it apart. I'll show you guys the insides, and we'll do pros and cons. All right, guys, we are back on the desk with the Freshly Dirty stale bread. So let's take this thing apart. I'll show you guys what the insides look like. I don't actually know if I've taken mine apart yet. No, I did once, last night. So, take it apart. Comes apart nice. I don't know who machines for them, but they do a nice job. You can see there's the axle there. Kind of a longer axle, which I'm a fan of. No risk in stripping with not no risk, but less of a risk of stripping the whole thing with a longer axle. So I like that. As you can see there, it's just sort of a V shape. Comes up to a little step. It's like kind of curved in almost a little bit. See? It's like a little bit of concaviness there. And then it comes up to the response pad, which is those sort of just smoky, clear silicone response pads. Very good pads. Works exactly the way you want a response pad to work. So, no complaints there. So, as you can see, the splash kind of goes in all throughout. Good looking splash. No issues as far as machining or no machining marks or anything like that. Just a clean looking yo-yo. You know, I know they're Freshly Dirty, but this yo-yo is clean. Clean. Nice, long spinning, smooth center track bearing. I think this is a 10 ball, because this thing is dead silent. Like, this is super silent, super nice bearing. I don't know what bearings they're using, but they're great. I wouldn't change a thing. Just overall, cool shape, cool little cut there. I like it. I like it aesthetically. I like the weight distribution on the yo-yo, so I like it weight distribution-wise. Overall, I really love this thing. It's really nice, really well done, really well put together, and I like the colors they chose for the first drop, too. And so, you know, kind of just a win all around. So let's do pros and cons. Pro number one is the unboxing experience was rather awesome. Had some stickers. Came with bread, which was hilarious and awesome. You saw, I did the unboxing, you saw in the beginning of the video there. And just overall, that experience right off the bat warmed my heart, made me happy, made me excited to play the yo-yo. That being said, after I started playing the yo-yo, really liked it. Played with it most of the night. Dead smooth, beautiful grind finish. I really like when companies pay attention to the grind finish and do everything they can to get a nice blast on it. And this is no exception there. This is a great grind finish. It's different than most grind finishes you're going to feel. Like, it's not that powder smooth finish that a lot of places use, but it's also not sort of that shiny blasted finish. It's kind of somewhere in the middle there. It's like, it's nice. It's just like a nice matted, I don't know what finish it is, but it's nice. The only yo-yo I think that I could maybe compare it to would be the Throw Cafe Cappuccino. Kind of feels like that a little bit, but that's 70-75 aluminum, so that feels a little shinier than this, but this is like a very similar type of blast. So really, really nice finish on that. Other pros, great colorways. Look at that splash, so good. Black and gold, love it. It can finger spin, but there's no real finger spin hub. But I just like the design of the cup because it's minimalist, and I like the engraving there because it's just an SB on some bread. It's cool. That's all I can say about it. Is it's cool. Usually engravings aren't my thing, but this is cool. Finger spin's good. It actually does thumb grind well as well. I should have showed you that, but there's a little lip in there. You can get your thumb in easy, and because it grinds nice, it's easy to do like grind transfers as well. I was doing a lot of that last night. So really great for all that stuff, grinds and grind transfers and things like that. Very fun yo-yo in that regard as well. The price is good too, $65. For a boutique yo-yo that's dead smooth out of the box. This compares to the $80 or $90 CLYWs as far as smoothness and design and finish and all that's concerned. So great value for what you're getting with the nice splashes and everything. Also, Freshly Dirty's a cool company. They support the community. They're just nice guys. They're nice. I like it. I like them. I like this yo-yo a lot. It's really fun. It's really kind of nimble and light, but still stable and long spinning. I don't want to use the word floaty because it's not floaty, but at the same time, it just kind of, it's nimble. That's probably the best way to say it. It's nimble, and it's just a good yo-yo, and everything's put together right, and there's really no cons to speak of. You kind of want to get one of these. Check the link in the description. It's good. This is probably one of my favorite yo-yos to come out this year. We'll see if it holds up to the end of the year, but I would put this in the same category as the Murmur and the Banshee 2018. Like, those are probably my other two favorites for the year thus far, and I think I'm going to put this in that category because it's really good. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for me today. This is the Freshly Dirty Stale Bread. Make sure you check all the links in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Cheers to you. I will see you next time.